Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to our channel. Follow us on Twitter, Lucas Cricket 21 and Guravir Ian. And we're here to talk about the first T20 match between India and England that happened last night or this morning, wherever you are in the world watching this. We have a guest here. We have the boss himself, Guravir, who is currently walking at the moment, so he will chip in whenever. But we are here to discuss the first T20. India won the toss. They decided to bat first. England decided to bat first. And unfortunately for England, they were very poor with the bat. Joss Butler made a very good performance with the bat, but unfortunately the rest were very poor. Guravir and India were really good, especially their spinners were very, very good with the ball, and they chased down this target with ease. Actually, England only made 132, so it really was not good enough for England, was it?
Yep. Good morning, everyone, and hope everybody is fine. So yes, Lucas, hope everything's fine with you also. So basically, yes, England's struggle continues with the spin once again. It's like they are every player seems to play the IPL, but still they are trying to figure out how to play spin because most of the bowlers like Varun Chakravarti, Ravi Bishnoi, and Akshar Patel plays the IPL, and Josh Butler, and other players also plays the IPL, like Liam Livingston also. But they are still trying to figure out how to play spin on the spinning condition. So yeah, so it's basically like spin to win in Asia, and that too in a T20.
Yeah, it's actually interesting because half of England's middle order, Overton, Bethel, they've been playing in the Big Bash. They're making a lot of runs, but it's completely different pitches. As we see in Australia, this season's Big Bash has actually been very seam friendly, very low scores. And then they go to India, which is very spin friendly. And those those Big Bash players that we spoke of, Bethel, Overton, Duckett, Duckett played in the Big Bash. They just capitulated against the spin, didn't they? Patel got a couple of wickets. Hardik Pandya was fantastic with the ball. He picked up a couple of wickets. Varun Chaka, he picked up three wickets. He was fantastic. Yeah, and unfortunately, transitioning from Big Bash to seam-friendly wickets to Indian pitches, Guravir, England just did not adapt to the conditions, did they, compared to what India have?
Yeah, it's quite shocking news. It wasn't like that. It was a test match wicket and it was a rank turner. It wasn't like that. It's quite surprising that they are not playing spin properly. They obviously it is quite difficult to pick Varun Chakrabarti also because he bowls a lot of long ones and it is quite hard to pick. But it's a T20 game. It's not like it's a day four or day five pitches in India. So it's quite difficult because they are playing a T20 format, and if they are not able to pick the spin, and I don't know how, if the players are obviously start to play the test matches in India, they will hardly play one or two balls in the test matches.
Hmm. Well, nonetheless, England only made 132. If it wasn't for Butler's 68, if they could have been rolled out for 40 or 50, could have been really embarrassing. However, India, they did have to chase that, and Guravir, they did that with ease. An opening partnership with Samson and Sharma, they put on 41. Basically, that partnership just killed any chance of what England had to get. They had to probably get 5 quick wickets in 5 overs. They didn't do that. Samson was very good with the bat. Sharma was outstanding with the bat. He had a very good innings of 79 and just made light work of this target, didn't he?
Yeah, Abhishek Sharma. Look, obviously, if you guys know or not, being an Aussie, if you guys don't know, Abhishek Sharma has been training with India's former great Yuvraj Singh for a long period of time. Okay, and he's been training with him since he was playing the state cricket for the Punjab. Okay, and he has been the inspiration for the obviously going forward to the cricket in India. Yuvraj Singh has been an inspiration for Abhishek Sharma, and he's batting quite like that. I saw that flip shot where he obviously played like a Yuvraj, and he was quite remarkable. The six hitting ability by obviously Abhishek Sharma, he was quite remarkable in the last year IPL also, where he was obviously batting with the Travis head. You can imagine in Sunrisers Hyderabad, and he was quite remarkable. He hits sixes for a fun, and if you look at him, his physique is not. He's obviously not bulky like Andrew Russell and some other players like, but he just hits sixes with ease.
Yeah, absolutely. I noticed that the England spinners, they've got really good spinners. Rashid, we know about Rashid. He's been with England for a very long time with white ball cricket. Did not get the same effects out of the pitch compared to the Indian spinners. So their spin department was a little bit disappointing um,
And the score
compared
was
to
also
India.
not very good. Yeah, the score was also not on a higher side. 130. We can once Adil Rashid came to bowl, the score was I think 70 to 80 was the score, and Abhishek Sharma was on a move. He was on a move to kill everyone.
Um, Jofra Archer was actually pretty good. No, there's been a lot of talk about his participation in these tournaments because they want him to be ready for the Ashes in September. So Jofra Archer is playing. He's scheduled to play in this the Champions Trophy. He's playing in this um, the T20 series. Did not play in the Big Bash, but he seems to be doing very well when he can get on the park. He picked up a couple of wickets, so he's going pretty good, isn't he?
Yeah, seems like England. Obviously, he bowled a 4 over trot on the T20, which is obviously very rare to see. If you're obviously out and out fast bowler who bowls on a death also, and seems like England hadn't scored a lot of runs, so they told him to need to bowl the 4 over trot no matter what because we need wickets, and on the wicket if we don't get wicket we're gonna lose the match. And he bowled quite remarkably. He had that face obviously. He was picking the 144, 145 continuously, and he picked up two or three wicket also. So right time for England because obviously Ashes is coming. Mark Wood was also there. I think Mark Wood also gonna play in Ashes. They need these two bowlers fit at the point of Ashes because these are the two bowlers they don't they required badly at that point of time.
Let's move on to the second T20, which I believe is in Chennai on Sunday or Saturday morning,
Yep.
depending where
Another
you are
spinning
in the.
friendly pitch. Another spinning friendly pitch, which obviously England going to struggle.
Will India make any changes for this second T20?
I don't think so because obviously Chennai has the history of spin friendly wicket and they want the three spinner to be ready. The only change which I want to see, I want the Mohammad Shami that obviously he will be playing in the Champions Trophy also. I want him to be ready. I want him to be match fit. So I want to see Mohammad Shami. That is it.
It's actually looking at this series, it's actually a pretty long T20 series. There's actually five T20s and three ODIs. As we know, we've got the Champions Trophy coming up next month. Probably should have turned that around. Maybe it should have been five ODIs and three T20s just to get used to 50 over cricket. India actually, surprisingly, they don't play a lot of ODI cricket, do they? They hardly play much compared to other nations.
So they are going to play the three ODI also after this 5 T20 if I'm not wrong. They're going to play the England match. And obviously, if you look at the schedule also, the schedule is quite tight. They were playing in the five test matches in Australia, and after that there is a short break between T20. Obviously, there are a lot of players are not there who's obviously going to play the ODI format. But the thing is, there are a lot of senior players who's going to play the Ranji Trophy like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, Rishabh Pant, and Mohammad Siraj is going to play the Ranji Trophy. That's a very good sign in Indian cricket because a lot of senior players were not playing in the Ranji Trophy because I think after yes, yeah, after 12 or 13 years, Virat Kohli gonna play the Ranji Trophy. After 10 or 12 years, maybe Rohit Sharma gonna play the Ranji Trophy. So that's a very good sign in India. India selector have made it very clear. So if you have a free time, you're not playing, if you're not on the squad, you need to play the domestic cricket no matter what.
Yeah, it's actually very interesting. So you mentioned that they will, all those players you mentioned will be playing in the Ranji Trophy, which is the Red Bull domestic a trophy like the Sheffield Shield in Australia, because they do have a very crucial series in England. Obviously, a best of 5 tests, and they need players in form. One player I actually would like to talk to you about was before we wrap up the show was Jasprit Bumrah. Should he play in this Champions Trophy? Would you rest him?
No, I would not rest him because it's a ICC championship. It's a ICC tournament. I want him to obviously play. If he's not fit in the group stages matches, I would be fine. But I want him in the knockout matches, no matter what. So I would love to play him. And in the 5 test matches, I would try to spot him. Look, just like I will play him in the first match. I will rest him in the second. I will play him third in third test matches again. I will obviously rest him in 4 test matches, and I will play him in the fifth once again. So that's how you would manage the workload.
Obviously, Mohammed Shami did not play in the Australian BGT. There was talk of him flying over for the 3rd test, but they didn't want to risk it. Would you do the same thing for Shami? Now, obviously, in England, Bumrah will get the help if Shami, obviously he'll be fit for that series. But would you play Shami in the Champions Trophy as well, or would you just keep him fit?
I will play Mohamed Shami in the start of the matches. I want him to play because he's the only senior player right now.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Well, that will wrap up this show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, as I mentioned earlier. The second T20 will be played in Chennai. Like I said, either Saturday morning or Sunday, depending where you're from, where you're watching. In Australia, it will be at 12 p.m. or sorry, 12 a.m. So check your local guides for that or your time zones. But Gurveer, thank you for joining us. So I know you don't come on much these days, but thank you for reviewing the first T20 match between India and England. It was really appreciate you coming on. And thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, make sure to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the second T20, and we will see you then. Thank you very much. Goodbye.